fresh food. You know, the best place to get the freshest stuff is to go to a market. Not the mega stores, not these super stores where you can find mostly everything, but the best place to go are the locally owned shops. Well, today's game is all about having the best local shop in a cool Italian city. This is Turin Market. Good apple. So, as I said, in Turin Market, you are competing to have the best market in Turin, Italy. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have the scudo, or the money, and this is how you win the game. The player with the most money at the end of the game is declared the winner. So, you'll have a bank of money, set that off to the side, and every player is going to collect 15 scudo, however you wanted to distribute it. Just remember, the bank is always there, so you can always make change or however you want to do. And what I have done is I've set up a 3-player game here. So in a 3-player game, every player is going to get 6 cards. You will also get a little player's guide, which shows you the value of each of the items at the very end of the game. So we have the fish here, which at the end of the game will pay out 5, all the way down to the figs here, which will pay out 10. And these numbers along the side are the max number of those items that you can get in a given game. So everybody will get one of those. Now the cards are set up just like this. At the very top, it's going to have 3 of an item, then 2 of an item, and then 1 of an item. And every card has a different distribution of these items. So, for example, for this one that has 3 potatoes, we have 2 tomatoes and just 1 fish. And on this one we have 3 eggs, 2 figs, and 1 grape. I hope it's a bushel of grapes, not just 1 grape. That'd be kind of sad. But anyways, you're going to take your cards now, along with everybody else, and you're going to choose a card to put up for auction. So, you will look at what you have, and let's see here. You know, I got a couple of olives here, so you know, I think I'm going to try to go for some olive stuff here. So I'm going to take one of my olive cards. I'm going to place that face down onto the table. Then my opponents are going to do the same thing with their cards. Once everybody has placed a card up for auction, you go ahead and flip that card over. Now what you will do is, in secret, you're going to grab some of your scudo and place it in the palm of your hand, and that is going to be your auction. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to grab 6 because I have my olives. And I see this card over here has olives as well. This one doesn't really have olives, so I don't really care about this one, but it'd be good to have this one to supplement my olive empire. So what you're going to do is you're going to place that into your hand and say that you are ready. Everybody else will say they're ready, and 1, 2, 3, you will reveal what your bid is. You can bid up to however much money you have. You can also bid 0 if you decide you don't want any of those cards. Whoever wins the bid must pay that bid to the bank. So let's say this player that's up here, that player bid 5. So they got second place, so they're going to go ahead and they're going to place that bid. And in the 3-player game, this last person decided that they're all going to bid 2. Well, in a 3-player game, they're not going to be able to get a card, so you have to pay half of their bid to the bank. So they're going to put their 2 back, and they're going to go ahead and just get rid of 1. Because I was the leader of that round, I get to pick 2 cards. Well, I want this one because of the olives, and I definitely want this one because of the olives. Second place goes to my opponent up here, and they're going to take this 1 lone card. And the last player does not receive anything in this 3-player game. Then you will continue. You will do the same thing. At any point during the game, you can decide to put one of your cards up for sale. To put a card for sale, all you have to do is you place one of your scudo coins on top of that card. Then, at any point during the game, another player can pay you that amount for that card. The only thing is, once you put a Scudo on a card, you cannot remove that Scudo until the next round. So it kind of gets locked in for a round. I'm putting that up for sale. So if this player decided to put that up for sale, well, they have no money now to bid this next round. But another player, this player could over here and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to give you 10 Scudo for that card. So they'll get their Scudo back. They'll get that Scudo that they used to purchase it, and this player will then receive that card. In a 3-player game, you're going to play until all of your cards but one are gone. You're going to hold one into your hand, and that card is going to go into your shop or your market. But what happens if you do run out of money, or you're running low on money but you still want to be in the game? Well, there is a bill of credit that you can get. If you get the bill of credit, you will get 10 Scudo, and you can only have one bill of credit per game. But at the very end of the game, you must repay it for 15. So if you do get this bill of credit, you're going to get the 10, but remember, it's going to cost you an extra 5 at the end of the game. Once everybody has gone ahead and got all of their cards, and you can have as many as you can possibly have, depending on how well you bid during the auctions. Then you'll go ahead and you will look at the points. So you will go ahead and look at the card here. You'll start with fish and you work your way down. And whoever has the most fish is going to get 5 coins. Then, if any other market has fish, that player must pay you 1 coin. You will go through and see who the winner is. There are also, I have the deluxe version, so there are also these laser cut plastic tokens that you can give out to the winners of each of the categories. So they'll have something representing, like, I have the most eggs, so I have the little egg token. But that is how you play Turin Market.
This program is part of the Pathological Nerdcasters Network. Find more at pncn.rocks, where all the geeks come to play.
So that is how Turin Market is played. I received this game in some amazing packaging. I'm going to put a picture up here because it was sent in that brown paper package with a twine bundled up around that, and it was just really, really thematic and a really fun way to receive a copy of the game. So it really was immersing me into the game immediately when I received it as a preview copy. So I definitely want to thank Jordan Drapier and Dark Flight Games for sending this game over to me to have a look at it. This is on Kickstarter right now. It has already exceeded its goal, but it has a few days left. I think by the time this gets posted, it'll be around 10 or 9 days left. So please, make sure you back this game. This is a really fun game. This is small enough to throw into a bag just to have in your car. You can play a couple rounds really quick. If you get a lot more people, you can get a little bit more thinking, a little bit more strategy, but this is definitely an excellent, excellent game. Really good. Gives you that cool feel with all of the font and the wooden Scudo. I don't know if you could tell, but these are all like wooden laser cut pieces of money, and they're just kind of fun to have in your hand and everything. And the colors of everything, the art and everything. This is just really fantastic for a really cool small game. I mean, even the book itself is like bound with just string. I don't know if you can see it on here, but this is some really, really good quality game, quality components in a really cool small box game. So definitely look for this on Kickstarter right now. Go ahead and back it. So make sure you go over to pncn.rocks to check out some other great reviewers and podcasts. That's the Pathological Nerdcasters Network, the network that I am part of. And we have some great other people that are part of that network. And for me, don't forget to click that subscribe button down there, give this video a thumbs up. I have my Patreon campaign right over there. Make sure you hit that up as well. Thank you for watching.